There comes a time in life when everything around you turns dark, the sky shifts, the waves rise, and suddenly the world feels louder, heavier, and more unpredictable than you were prepared for. You try to stay steady, but the storm keeps pushing, shaking your confidence, testing your limits, and making you question your own strength. In moments like these, it's easy to believe you're about to be pulled under. But storms don't decide who survives. What decides everything is what you're holding on to. In every storm, there's only one thing that keeps you from sinking: a rope. Not a miracle, not luck, not motivation, a rope, a strong, steady, unbroken rope that doesn't care about the size of the waves. That rope is your discipline. Your discipline is the commitment you keep long after the mood you made it in has faded. It's the silent promise to show up, even when your emotions are screaming at you to quit. Most people don't drown because the storm is too strong. They drown because their rope, their discipline, was never strong enough to hold them through the rough waters. When the pressure hits your chest, hold the rope. When your thoughts tell you to stop, hold the rope. When progress feels slow and life feels unfair, hold the rope. When everyone else is letting go, you hold the rope, because every moment you keep holding on, you are becoming stronger than the storm itself. Waves don't break disciplined people. They shape them, they sharpen them, they build them. Storms will come and go, but the person who holds the rope outlasts them all. So when life gets stormy, don't look for escape. Don't wait for motivation. Don't think about letting go. Just hold the rope, tighter than before. Life has a way of surprising you in moments you least expect. One day everything feels normal. Everything seems simple, predictable, familiar. Then out of nowhere, the sky changes. The clouds gather, the wind grows stronger, and suddenly you find yourself standing in the middle of a storm you never asked for. Life doesn't send warnings. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It simply arrives with waves that threaten to shake your foundation, your confidence, your identity. Maybe your storm is pressure. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's responsibility. Maybe it's failure, heartbreak, financial struggle, emotional overload, or the quiet loneliness no one sees. Whatever your storm is, it feels like it's trying to pull you under. And in those moments, people start to feel lost. They start wondering how they will survive, how they will stay afloat, how they will stay strong while the world around them feels like it's collapsing. But here is the truth many people never learn. You don't survive storms because you're strong. You survive storms because you're holding on to something stronger than the storm. That something stronger is discipline. Discipline is not loud. It doesn't shout. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't ask for applause. Discipline works quietly, silently, when the world is falling apart around you. It is the rope that keeps your boat from drifting away, the anchor that keeps you from losing yourself. But the problem is this: most people ignore the rope until the storm arrives. They trust motivation more than discipline, forgetting that motivation is as unstable as the weather itself. Motivation may push you, but it never holds you. It can spark action, but it cannot sustain it. It can lift you for a moment, but it cannot carry you through long seasons of chaos. When the storm hits, motivation disappears, and now you're left with only two things: your habits and your discipline. So the question becomes, what are you holding on to? If your rope is weak, made of excuses, made of emotional decisions, made of "I'll try tomorrow," made of inconsistency, then the storm will tear you apart. It will toss you around. It will make you feel small, helpless, powerless, and eventually you will let go. Because people don't quit when storms arrive. They quit when their rope was never strong enough to begin with. On the other hand, if your rope, your discipline, has been built slowly, quietly, consistently, that rope becomes your lifeline. Every small action you take strengthens the rope one thread at a time. Waking up on time, showing up even when you don't feel like it, keeping your promises to yourself, doing the hard things others avoid, choosing focus over distraction, choosing growth over comfort, choosing responsibility over excuses. These small threads may feel unimportant on calm days, but they become the very thing that saves you in the storm. Think about the moments when life tested you before, times when you felt hurt, lost, betrayed, confused, yet somehow you survived. You didn't survive because you were lucky. You survived because you held on to something. Maybe you didn't call it discipline at the time. Maybe you called it hope, strength, faith, responsibility, but it was discipline in disguise, the inner decision to not let go. Life's storms don't break you. They reveal what you have been holding on to. Some people blame the storm. Some blame fate. Some blame others. But the truth is that storms expose your rope, the strength of your discipline. If you've been living without discipline, the storm feels impossible. If you've been building discipline quietly, the storm becomes survivable. This is why you must learn to hold the rope long before the storm arrives. Because storms will always come. Not once, not twice, many times. They may hit you in different forms, but the pressure, the fear, the uncertainty, they all return. You cannot stop storms, but you can prepare your rope, and that preparation begins with honesty. Ask yourself, what do you do when life gets uncomfortable? What do you do when you feel tired, stressed, overwhelmed? Do you let go of your routines, your commitments, your habits? Do you rely on motivation to save you? Or are you building a rope strong enough to pull you through? Because here's the thing, storms are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to train you. They push you to strengthen your rope, to tighten your grip, to focus, to grow, to build an identity that can stand in the middle of chaos. The world admires those who stand strong in storms, but they forget something important. That strength was not built in calm weather. No one becomes strong in comfort. No one becomes wise in silence. No one becomes disciplined in peace. The waves, the pressure, the struggle, that is where discipline is born. The people who rise in life are not the ones who avoid storms. They are the ones who hold on when the waves try to break them. The storm is not the enemy. Your weak rope is. But here is the hope. A weak rope can grow strong. A broken rope can be rebuilt. A thin rope can be thickened with new habits, new decisions, new discipline. Every day you strengthen your rope is a day you become harder to break. There's a version of you that the storm cannot touch. A version that stands steady even when everything around you falls apart. A version that doesn't panic, doesn't run, doesn't break. That version of you is built through discipline, not motivation, not emotion, not good days, not perfect conditions. Discipline, when the waves rise, discipline keeps you afloat. When fear hits, discipline keeps you focused. When chaos arrives, discipline keeps you grounded. When emotions collapse, discipline holds you together. Life will not always calm down, but you can always tighten your grip. Storms are part of life, but sinking is a choice, and survival is discipline. So right now, no matter what storm you are facing, responsibilities that scare you, failures that haunt you, struggles that drain you, stress that overwhelms you, remember this. Don't let go. Don't collapse. Don't quit. Hold the rope, because the storm will pass, but the strength you build holding the rope will stay with you forever. There's a point in every storm where you start to wonder if holding the rope is even worth it. Not because you're weak, but because the storm feels endless. Your hands hurt, your arms shake, your mind whispers, let go. It would be easier. And that's the dangerous moment most people have no idea how to navigate. The moment when quitting looks like relief. But here's a truth most don't realize. Storms don't defeat people. People defeat themselves in the silence between the waves. It's not the chaos on the outside that breaks you. It's the doubt that sneaks in on the inside. And that's exactly why the rope, your discipline, matters more in this moment than ever before. Because discipline isn't just a habit you repeat. It's a decision you renew again and again, especially when every part of you is tired. The world tells you strength means you never struggle, that you're strong when you don't feel fear, that disciplined people don't collapse. But disciplined people are not superhuman. They are simply people who choose to stay when others walk away. They hold the rope long after the emotional rush has faded. They whisper not today to the storm, even when their voice is shaking. Strength isn't the absence of struggle. Strength is what you build while struggling. And this is where the rope starts to change shape inside you. At first, the rope is something you hold. Then slowly, the rope becomes part of you. It becomes your identity. It becomes your reason. It becomes your anchor. One day you will look back and realize that you didn't survive because the storm softened. You survived because you hardened. But before that realization arrives, everyone goes through a breaking point. A night where you feel alone. A day where nothing goes right. A moment where the weight feels impossible. A thought that tells you, maybe the storm wins this time. And this is the moment that decides everything. Because what you do in that moment becomes your story. Not the storm. Not the waves. Not the chaos. Not the fear. But the moment you decide, I will not let go. That single decision becomes the beginning of your transformation. People think discipline is about waking up early, working hard, hitting goals. building habits. But discipline, at its core, is something much deeper. Discipline is the refusal to betray yourself. When you hold the rope, you remind yourself that you are worth fighting for. You remind yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. You remind yourself that storms come and go, but you do not have to fall with them. And here's something powerful you need to understand. The storm is loud, but the rope is quiet. Storms shout. Discipline whispers. Storms demand attention. Discipline demands intention. Storms push you. Discipline grounds you. When life feels like a storm, the rope won't drag you out instantly. It won't magically fix everything, but it will stop you from being swept away. It will give you space to breathe. It will keep you alive long enough to rise again. And slowly, very slowly, something begins to shift. The waves that once terrified you now strengthen you. The thunder that once shook you now teaches you. The storm that once made you feel small now reveals how tall you can stand. Because storms don't weaken disciplined people. Storms forge them. You see, the rope doesn't become stronger in peace. It becomes stronger under pressure, under stress, under weight, under resistance. That means the very storm you want to escape is the same storm sharpening your character. And that's why disciplined people don't ask the storm to stop. They simply ask themselves to stay strong long enough to get through it. Life has a beautiful, powerful way of rewarding those who refuse to let go. The people who keep holding the rope discover something others never do. Storms end. Storms don't last forever. But the strength you build holding the rope. Does every storm comes with a hidden ending? Sometimes it arrives quietly with a soft morning light. Sometimes it arrives suddenly with a wind that disappears. Sometimes it arrives slowly with a calm you didn't expect. But it always arrives. And when that calm finally comes, you realize something. You are not the same person who entered the storm. Your hands are stronger. Your mind is clearer. Your identity is deeper. Your confidence is real. Your heart is tougher. Your discipline is unbreakable. The storm tried to drown you, but it ended up shaping you. It tried to break you, but it ended up building you. It tried to steal your strength, but it ended up revealing it. And in that moment, standing in calm water after surviving chaos, you look at the rope in your hand and realize the rope didn't just save you. It became you. You held on. You didn't quit. You didn't surrender. And now, you are storm-proof.